So for this week 3 reflection, we are talking about Web 2.0 applications again and how they're used in the classroom. So I think that tools like blogs, wikis, and social networking are used in the classroom to a certain extent, and they can be used very effectively. Say if someone wrote a blog about a recipe and you are researching how this recipe is made, they are talking about it and how it's been in their family forever, and you find it and you're like, oh, that looks like a really good recipe. I could use that in my cooking class. That is a way that you can show your students a new recipe and how to make it, and you'll have all the ingredients listed, measurements listed out if they want to talk about in their blog. Wikis could be used for a history class. Of course, you'll need to probably fact check some of the information to make sure it is accurately correct, because wikis can be known to be edited by many people that may not have the accurate information. So you can use wikis to talk about historical events. You can use wikis to talk about just past things like events like basketball, sports, anything like that. Social networking. You could use Twitter in your classroom. At the beginning of a day, you can show monitored, maybe looked at Twitter before showing the class a little bit just to monitor what's going to be seen. But go over what has been trending on Twitter lately. Keep the kids in the loop of what is going on in today's society and trying to keep them knowledgeable on what's going on. That's one way that social network can be used. And I think these are all great ways that students can stay connected to their teachers and teachers can stay connected with their students, understanding that the world is developing through technology. And as there's some teachers that don't want to acknowledge that technology is becoming more and more advanced each year, and don't want to integrate that into their classrooms because they want to stick to the traditional school. So I explained how those could be integrated into the classroom to enhance the experience. It gives the teacher and student bonding teachers and students will understand more of what's going on. Students will be more engaged in the classroom if they are understanding more of what's in their generation, and how they are learning. So some websites I looked at and some examples. So a website I looked up was www.collegestar.org, and it just goes over the introduction of what Web 2.0 is, and just a whole bunch of different information on it, and it talks about sites that could be used, so tools including wikis and blogs, which would be PBWorks and WordPress, social networking sites such as Facebook and Twitter, image and video hosting sites such as Flickr and YouTube, applications to generate web content. For education, business, and social purposes would be Wikipedia, Weebly, and Instagram. So those are just some examples that they were listed in this website. So that is it.